What up? Going on? What's good? Realest one, slide accordingly. Mr. Slide accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, support the platform, support a real one.
Yeah, Lord Jamar is going back to Vlad. He's going back to Vlad, man. I'm like, wow. And he was saying that I was gonna go and sell out and go back to Vlad, and he just went back to Vlad. Man, that's corny as shit. I'm not going back. You got your mind. I don't have no beef with him. I don't have a beef with Vlad at all. I just not going back to the show because what he did was wrong.
Okay. So Lord Jamar back on VladTv. Wow, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't see that coming. I didn't expect that. Vlad tweets out like a day before, I think it was, that Lord Jamar is back. We finna drop the first part of the interview. And sure enough, that first part comes out. So is Lord Jamar a sellout? That's the question that some people are asking, right? I mean, how I look at it, people can have strong disagreements, separate, then square up their issues years later. People do it all the time. Have that conversation and forgive. But for some, it's like, especially for this particular situation, it's like, after all of that, though, 5 years, 2020 was the last time bro did a Vlad interview. Godfrey and Jamar. Niggas was like a dynamic duo on that motherfucker. Pretty much every time those two popped up, did a show, fools was definitely watching. If you ain't watched any other interview on VladTv, you was damn sure trying to see what Godfrey and Jamar was talking about. Vlad had something to say about Louis Farrakhan. He had some remarks, some comments. They wasn't feeling that, especially them being the main two black dudes on the show, right? So they end up basically pressing Vlad pretty much to take back what he said or correct it. We can't fuck with you straight up. And Vlad, he stood on what he was saying. He wasn't really going for it. And just like that, they stopped fucking with him. Because it was like, okay, we was rocking with you. It was actually a rapport. Help bring numbers in with our takes and perspectives. What you said came off as ignorant. And we would look crazy to sit here and continue to do these interviews. We can't fuck with you. They left and they didn't look back. Started doing, Jamar ended up doing his own podcast thing. Godfrey, Jamar, they would link up. They would keep the dynamic duo vibe going. Then what happened? Godfrey and Jamar ended up falling out over some wild shit, fam. And I fuck with Jamar, but I thought he was tripping. Jamar got into it with a heated ass debate with this damn Professor Dave dude about the laws of physics, the flat earth theory and all this, which I cannot believe it went that far. But to each his own. But what I thought Jamar was tripping for really was when he was talking about legal action against Godfrey over the shit. And Jamar, now mind you, because this is one of the things people really talking about, he was saying to people, watch this nigga go back to Vlad, talking about Godfrey. He ain't gonna be back over there, right? He was saying this. So now that's why folks are looking at him some type of way. In the comments, they lighting him up. Oh, they calling him all types of sellouts and hypocrites and all this. They kind of going in on him. But then you do got folk who are glad to see him back because they want to see what he's going to say, right? That they actually fucked with his interviews over there. So Godfrey, he reacts like, hold up, nigga, you lying. You said I was finna be the one to sell out and go back and all of this. You said all that about me just for you to end up back over there? Now, I did watch the first part of the interview, and it literally was just a tease, just a taste, because Vlad already know folks is on the edge of their seat for this one. So he gonna drag this out. He no telling how many parts it is. Is Jamar necessarily a sellout, though? Because Vlad, he did apologize about the Farrakhan thing, right? He went on Willie D's show, and he issued a public apology. And you know how that go. Some felt it was genuine, but a lot more probably felt he was bull spitting. Now for Jamar, I think the reason he's okay with going back, just me personally, I think it's because of the purpose of walking away from Vlad in the first place was for Vlad to admit he was wrong, to take accountability. And he did that. So now it's like, okay, he apologized. I can sit down and have a conversation with this man now. I can forgive this man now. But then, some people feel like he's only sitting down with Vlad just to get at Godfrey. And I hope that that really ain't the case. Truthfully, I don't know what that man reason is, but I think that would be kind of stupid. One thing I'm not going to do is judge him making his own decision to forgive a man. It's always going to be these people that hate Vlad and the ones that might not really care for him personally, but don't really have a problem with him, but rock with his content. And that would be me. I don't hate Vlad. I have my moments when I question certain things, but I do rock with his content. And that's more than what some are going to tell you, right? Some will say all of this about, oh, I can't stand VladTv, get niggas locked up and all this, but they be sitting their ass right there watching them interviews, running up them numbers too. So do I think Jamar shouldn't have said all of that? Oh, you gonna be back over there to Godfrey? I definitely feel he shouldn't have said all of that if you were going to yourself. That and that talk about that legal action shit, I think that was corny. I couldn't believe that. But I can't say I have a beef with him for sitting down with Vlad. They obviously did have a rapport before all of this, right? Niggas make up every day, B. That's a grown man. Even that's his decision. I really hope for Jamar and Godfrey to square things up. If I'm being real, will they? Who knows? Godfrey, he already said the hell with that. I ain't fucking with Vlad. I don't hate him, but he crossed the line. That's Godfrey's prerogative. He's not wrong, and I don't think Jamar is wrong. Because let me say this, if Jamar is a sellout, then we got to put that on every single black man and woman whoever sat down with Vlad and who will continue to sit down with him. That's going to always be a thing with Vlad, man. I'd say this, it's going to be interesting to see the conversation unfold with Vlad and Jamar, especially when Godfrey's name come up. Because it will. Part 2 should be out soon. You know what I'm saying? But comments, thoughts, opinions, man.
Man, that's corny as shit.